Hello everyone, my name is Sudabe Damavandi and I am a freelance illustrator and icon designer. And today I'll be talking to you about color. The colors that I choose in my illustrations define my drawing style as an artist. And of course, it took me a while to find my own color palette. Colorization is definitely not easy. It's part art, part science, and part personal taste. So here are my top tips that can help you make better color choices. First of all, lean on color harmonies. Color harmonies are scientifically proven techniques to create aesthetically pleasing color combinations. You might recognize the monochromatic harmony. In this case, you use any single color to convey your message by playing with its different hues and shades. Or you can use complementary colors, which means using colors that are opposite on the color wheel. But the harmony that I use the most is somehow the triadic color harmony. This means using colors that are equal distance from each other on the wheel, like using yellow, blue, and red together, or green, orange, and blue. So play around with different harmonies and then adjust to your own taste. In essence, all you need to do is find one color that you like for example this orange, and then let harmonies do the rest. Secondly, focus on your neutral tones. Neutral tones help bring balance to your artwork. If you only use saturated colors, the viewer's eyes will have no time to rest. So a nice way to use saturated colors is by using the general rule of thumb, which is 60-30-10. 60% neutral tones, 30% secondary colors, and 10% your accent color. Speaking of saturation, this is also something that a lot of novice illustrators might get wrong. Most people learn about colors in their purest format from a young age, like red, blue, green, and so on. But using these base colors doesn't always look nice. This is why adjusting the saturation of your colors is so important. So remember, sometimes less is more. This also applies to the number of colors in your piece. As kids, we might have been told to use all the colors in the crayon box. But as an artist, make sure not to do so in one single artwork. Alongside saturation, brightness is your other best friend. Brightness will ultimately define how much contrast exists between your colors. The way that I check contrast is by putting my colors next to each other and then turning my illustration into grayscale, which in Vectornator you can do it like this. You create a gray rectangle, make sure it's on the top of your colors or artwork. Then go to blend mode and choose color. If your colors have contrast in grayscale, then you're on the right track. Quick bonus tip. A fast way to create a really unique color palette is by starting with 3 colors, for example purple, orange, and green, to which I add another color on top with low opacity, like this light blue. Now you've created a brand new set of colors that can give so much more dimension to your artwork. Another easy way to do this, that actually I really like, is by creating 5 rectangles like so. Choose the beginning and the end colors, whatever you like. I'll just pick red and blue. Select all the 5 shapes and open the color picker card by tapping the color fill. Then scroll down till the color blending section and tap the blend horizontally button. Now you see you have a whole palette at your disposal. The beginning and end colors can be opposite, complementary, monochromatic, black, white, whatever you want. Actually, the color harmonies come in handy here again. Finally, no matter how experienced or talented you are, don't be afraid to draw inspiration from other artists or from color palette websites. One of these platforms that I use is Color Hunt. All you need to do is copy the hex code, paste it into Vectornator, and create your color palette directly onto your canvas. And if you are inspired by an artist, be sure not to copy their style, but rather observe what you like about a particular piece. What makes you interested in it, and what defines your artistic taste? In my case, I realized that I like the combination of green, orange, red, as you see in my artworks. They are now my go-to colors. Try to figure out yours by using these tips and tricks. Let us know if they worked in the comment below. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to the Vectornator channel and follow them on Instagram. There are more videos like this to help you in your journey as a digital artist.